Hello and welcome to School MtG. My name is Vyacheslav, and if you like my videos, please support me by follow the channel, leave a comment or press the like button. And now, today I tell you about, I even don't tell, I show you my budget and compact, minimalist friendly and nice for travel old school MtG collection. It's just album and 2 decks, and I start from 2 decks that built it already for me again, and my wife, of course, but I play with this. First one will be Mono Black Rock. I change it after the Summer Derby, and second one will be Mono Green, but actually green with black. I use it now to play 10 points event, and the list will be not very perfect. As you can see, my black deck contains a lot of black cards, and also I have some changes. I put more disc into sideboard, and 1 disc in the main deck. Still have 1 Royal Assassin, but maybe in future I change it too. I like Assassin, but I think it's specific card for specific meta games, not for basic main deck. So all of this card not an album, it's all in this deck. And second deck is a Green Terror. As you can see, it also have point counters on some cards to easily cut these points. It's for 10 points old school MtG, so some cards are restricted and you can put only a specific number of them. Only summary 10 points of these cards. So here you can see the Demonic Tutor or Soul Ring, not because I don't want to play with them, but because rules work that way. Actually, I want to play with this deck by 2 reasons. First one, I think it's fun to play with little creatures and go to attack with these little 1/1 creatures for 1 mana to finish the game. And secondary, in my opinion, it's single deck in 10 points that can use Mind Twist in main deck. Mind Twist not very fun card, you know, but it's very effective and it's already interest to try play it. And now you see my decks and I show you my collector's album. It's a little one, very compact, for pocket zip folio. Contains 116 cards, not so many. And on the first page you can see the playset of the Witches. Very nice creature and very nice artwork. It looks like it's on the first page of album and just say hello, welcome. It's nice against aggressive creature decks with little creatures, like Savannah Lion or all creatures in mono green deck. You know, they can ping them all and also can block most of them. On the second page you can see one of my favorite creatures in old school MtG, or maybe in entire MtG, the Black Knight. It's a nice guy with protection from white, first strike, and of course interest flower text. What's the reason to fight? 1 copy of Royal Assassin that is not in the deck. Second one, I think he helped me once. Again, 3 drain lives. I removed drain life from sideboard because it's slightly slow for rag deck, but for mono black midrange it's nice. On next page you can see 2 animate death. I like to animate creatures like Suchi or Juggernaut, and of course like to animate opponent's creatures like Scavenger or something like this. You can discard it by him or kill by removal spell. And now we can see my white cards, mostly for Dead Guy L or Party Crusher decks, black and white. It's 2 copies of land tax, very important part of Party Crusher. 1 balance, it's white card that you can see in every white collection, of course, and 3 copies of Sierra Angel. This one is from Unlimited. It's one of the first cards that I buy for old school MtG, especially in a pile with Maze of Ys, I think. It was not so expensive in the past. On the next page you can see most important white cards. It's Removal, Swords to Plowshares and Disenchant. And it's fine because I have 3 unlimited copies of Sword and 3 unlimited copies of Disenchant and 1 Revised. And now I don't even sure what I need to do. Find 1 more unlimited copy or change it for more revised playset, you know. Unlimited become very expensive. And last white cards here, it's a Circle of Protection red, to protect against red. Armageddons, It's nice and Party Crasher too, part of the deck main mechanic. And Wrath of God to kill all opponent creatures. Here no the Savannah Alliance. In my last Party Crasher builds I used it, but now I say no to him. After white, it's a second splash color, red, and also pair of Ivory Towers. Red for Fireball is one, but it's not all red cards. Of course I have more, but mostly my red cards in the play sets, so it will don't look so nice. So I put here 2 Ivory Towers, because Ivory Towers for Party Crasher mostly. This is one from Camus Cup. Leaf event that I play in Old School MtG. And most important red page in my collection, in my part of, it's 4 Lightning Bolts and 4 Chain Lightnings. Mostly I use them all, because I have not power and have a place for all this card. In the next page is nice red cards too. My favorite red Elemental Blast. It's can counter or destroy any blue card, you know. And of course, such Troll. This especially black and red creature, but with only red and a mana cost on top. On the next page we have some like Mana Sword Destruction. Of course, Shatter can destroy not only Moxens, also it can destroy any dangerous artifacts, but Stone Rain can destroy only lands, only mana base. But land can be a Mission's Factory, so it can kill a creature in some way. Last artifacts in the deck, it's Silverstone and Disrupting Scepter. Scepter is nice against control decks sometimes, and Stone is very fine because it's I think French version, and it's Silverstone, but named on the card is Pierre de Germont. Actually, I don't know who is de Germont, but I think it's some dark wizard. On the right side you can see 4 copies of City of Brass. Nice stabilization. When I splash my deck to other colors, I use it all time. And Sleepmine. It's one more for formats that have more than one legal Sleepmine. Here you can see Demonic Tutor. It's not second Demonic Tutor, it's a card from green part of the collection that my wife mostly use. I put my Zophis to green deck, and to empty slot I put Demonic Tutor to some sort of trade, temporal trade. Also here you can see 6 planes for my black and white builds, and it's very fine planes for this. You can see its artwork looks like it's maybe swamp, yeah. It's planes that look like a swamp is very nice for black and white deck. And on the next page you can see last of my part of collection, it's 4 mountains. And now we see second part of album, and it's cards for part of collection that mostly use my wife. It's for green decks with some color options, and with a little specific. To start from the Birds of Paradise, it's not so many green cards that are not good in mono green deck, but Birds of Paradise, it's not good in mono green aggro, because Bird's not aggressive. It's better in mono green ramp maybe. On next page you can see also some specific cards like Scavenger Folk. Deck already have some of them. Avoid Fate and Tsunami. Deck have only 2 in sideboard. Tsunami is most interest for Armageddon, I think. Also here you can see 2 Hurricanes. That so nice in green deck. Sadly I don't put it into main or sideboard before the event, so don't use right now. Of course the Balance and Dust to Dust. Search for artifacts, because it's white, and you know, best budget green and white deck is Armageddon. And nice to destroy artifact for Armageddon. Also here we have the 4 more land taxes. It's for Tax Sage Compass and for Armageddon too. Armageddon. 4 copies of Savannah Alliance, aggressive fight guy, very nice. And again, 1 more page with best white removal. Now it's not unlimited, it's 4 again black border, Phosphorates for Disenchants. Nice. Again, something black bordered cards, it's 3 Serra Angels. Very nice Serra Angels. Circle of Protections and 3 Armageddons, because Party Crushers need it, but Armageddon need Armageddons much more. It's a reason the deck named it Armageddon. And now we go to red cards. And this for Ernam Burnham. when you take green and red, it becomes Erlenboon. Here you can find, of course, lightning bolts and chain lightnings, but bolts with black border. Very nice. On next page, black bordered red elemental blasts. Again, I think in old school Magic, especially if you play in not a budget community with expensive decks with power, it's very important if you have red, put into your sideboard or maybe even main some number of red elemental blast, because sometimes counter ancestral recall is like cast ancestral recall, you know, same variant of advantage. Also here you can see cards for combination with land tax. It's Lance Edge to deal damage and Wind of Change to draw cards. Now we're on the creature page. Contains red creatures, Ironclaw Orcs and Cured Apes. Mostly Kid is bigger than Orcs, but in some decks Orcs nicer. As I say, my wife part of collection is used to build a green deck mostly, like green mono green, green white, green red, but also from this card we can build the white and red Taxage aggro. So it's a place for Ironclaw Orcs. And last page with red cards, only 2 shatters, because green already have a lot of answers for artifacts. It's Scavenger Folks and Crumbles, it's mostly better than shatter. Pair of Blood Moon to hate expensive mana base. Of course 1 Fireball, it's fine sometimes. Soul Ring, it's not in green deck because cost points in 10 points. Ivory Towers for sideboard of Erdamgeddon and Taxage. And it's land, the 1 more Sleepmine again. As you can see, we have 4 copies of Sleepmine in all our collection, so 1 person can play some Eternal Sun event. I don't big fan of 4 Sleepmines, so try to don't play it mostly. Hammerheim, 6 more planes. Their artworks not look like a swamp, mostly like actually planes. And 4 mountains. Very good part of mana base for a deck. And it's all main part of my collection. Of course, it's not all Magic cards that I have. I also have pre-modern decks and a little box with Revised 40 deck and some gift cards and my trade box. I name it as this, with cards to sell or trade. Maybe you noticed that I have not blue cards in my collection, and it's simple. It's because me and my wife, we don't have a lot of fun to play old school Magic with blue. So don't see any reason to have the cards in album. I want to trade it in future opinion and opportunity. And I'm not sure how it works, because time ago when I play modern Magic I prefer the blue decks, the control or some combo stuff or tempo. My first deck was blue and black fairies, I mean competitive deck. And actually in pre-modern I want to build some control deck with blue. But in old school Magic, maybe it's because I have not blue power, I don't know, but I see only counter spell as interest card for me, and I'm not sure it's a lot of good options to use it without my wish, yeah? I just don't want to play with blue in old school. Maybe it's specific. So it was my minimalistic and compact and good for travel collection. And if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching up to the end, and have a nice day. Bye.